All right, Oval fans, I mentioned this briefly towards the beginning of my review of last night's episode, but I figured that it still deserved to have its own video since thankfully they dropped the promo for next week early. Like they literally dropped it a few minutes ago. I was able to watch it, get my notes, and record the video. So this video is talking about the potential shooting or murder or injury that will occur once we have Alonzo over at Allan's apartment after their day of work at the White House. So before moving forward in the video, make sure you take a moment to hit the thumbs up button to show you like it, of course. Hit the subscribe button to help me get closer to 190,000 subscribers. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. And hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post content on the channel. That way, well, look, I post a lot because we got all these shows each week. You want to make sure you're up to date. Now, in the review, I pretty much stated the theory. Nobody really mentioned the fact that Griff, I believe that's the name of the guy that Victoria sent over to Allan's place to beat him up. He looks a lot like Jason in terms of, hairstyle, similar body build, things like that. But nobody really made reference to it. We know that Victoria is going to send him over there every day until Allan beats up Ellie, which to me personally, I'm a bit confused about that because let's say theoretically Ellie is at the apartment and Allan shows up, or I guess Griff is supposed to take tabs on Allan to know what his every move is, because I'm wondering how's that supposed to work? Victoria, I know everybody online is like, Victoria's putting more effort into getting rid of Ellie and attacking and killing Ellie when you should be doing that about Priscilla. However, given that Victoria knows that her father and Priscilla are somehow connected, she pretty much knows that if she messes with Priscilla, that pretty much is her own death warrant. So I feel like all the animosity towards Priscilla, she's now redirecting towards Ellie and now Allan more than ever before. So on top of that, we know Jason has threatened to get even with Allan for betraying him and their friendship and whatnot. But we know that Victoria, aside from saying that she's going to send Griff back every night, Allan says, if you send somebody back to my apartment, I'll kill them. He then asked Alonzo for the hookup to get a gun. And I'm thinking to myself, look, I don't know the ins and outs of purchasing weapons. I have never touched a gun in my life. Honestly, I've only touched a gun once. And that was just my dad's hunting rifle. It was completely empty. I just, grabbed it, holding it the long way to prevent, any... Look, it's like they say, treat every gun like it's a loaded gun. So I just got it out of the safe, handed it to him because he had to kill a snake that was in the yard. So that was the only time I held a gun. But in terms of owning one, holding it with the intent to shoot, I've never done that. So I don't know the process of purchasing a gun. I don't know how quick it is. I know you can get them at Walmart, but I know Allan said he needed one right away. Some people online were like, well, why doesn't Allan just sign up to get a gun before he goes home? What's going on here? But yeah, Alonzo's like, I need to know why you need it. I can get the contact to sign you up to get a weapon, whatever, because it reminds me of Jason saying, I know where all the weapons are in the White House. So he wants Alonzo to come over to his place. He said that I need you to teach me how to fire it and everything. And I'm like, he probably wants Alonzo on standby in case Griff shows up when he's at the apartment. I don't know. But my thing is this. I think Alonzo's going to stop by. And, he's going to show Allan how to use the gun. Kind of like Quincy did for Amanda on the Haves and Have-Nots. But I think before Quincy could fully explain how to use a gun to Amanda pulled the gun on him because Quincy started kissing her neck. So after that, I'm thinking Alonzo's going to teach him how to use a gun. Alonzo's going to leave. Somebody is going to come through the apartment door or sneak up on Allan and try to attack him. And then he's going to shoot, thinking it's Griff, but it's actually Jason there to get revenge. And it's like, oh my God, I just shot the first son. Well, we know Jason's alive because Nick, the actor that plays Allan, he posted on his social media yesterday a story from Instagram. An Instagram story from Tyler Perry Studios. Him and Jason were in neighboring chairs in the dressing rooms, getting their in wardrobe and all, getting their hair cut and everything. So Jason's still alive, but I think it's still a hell of a theory if that's the case. Just because Jason's alive doesn't mean he doesn't get shot. You never know. But I think that would be pretty damn interesting if Allan unintentionally shoots the first son, which is ironic because of the fact that Jason's the one that's like, you need to kill my parents, you need to do this, you need to do that. And then to have Allan in possession of a White House weapon, even though, Alonzo say he knew a guy, but let's just say it's a White House weapon. Jason is the one, I know where all the weapons are, I can show you where to get them, you can use them to kill my father, my parents. And then it's like Jason getting revenge on Allan gets, quote unquote, injured or killed by one of those White House weapons. Poetry in motion, if you ask me. But then again, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Hell, now I really see why Allan, well, we don't know for sure, but I can see Allan possibly supporting the second lady and vice president to get Hunter and Victoria to boot if he keeps getting treated like this. Hopefully nothing happens to Alonzo, because poor dude, he was just dealing with freaking Jason's crazy ass, and now Allan's trying to pull him in his crap with the first lady. So watch out, Alonzo. Yeah, that's all I have to say for this particular video, but make sure you take a moment to like and subscribe. As I mentioned earlier, if you have any other additional thoughts, make sure you share them in the comment section below. And if you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.